Hey Sarah, hey Jerry. This is Lori with Soul Sisters Digital Design. Thanks for reaching out to Melissa related to your website and digital presence. Um, I'm shooting this video to give you guys an idea of how your business could stack up against the competition online and to give you some steps and tips you can take to improve things as you build that digital presence. So as Google crawls the web, it is really looking for three things: content, backlinks, and citation. So those are the things that I'm going to be talking about. And when I'm talking about content, I'm really just referring to words and images on your website. Now, as you're thinking about building one, Google likes to see between 1,500 and 2,000 words, kind of minimum, on your page. And that really gives it a good idea of what you do and where you are. So the exact amount kind of depends on the competition and the number of keywords needed. Now, what's a keyword? A keyword is really anything someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. And your content is what allows you to really let Google know what you want to be found for. So by placing those keywords all throughout your page, you tell Google exactly what kind of people might be interested in your service or product. So for you, obviously, someone that needs their door refinished, like me, actually, would be interested in your service. And so you want to make sure that when you're building a page or when you have a website, that that is all over it, that you are a door refinisher in Fort Worth, Texas. So it can really tell users that you exist. Now, you guys don't have a website yet, so I pulled up your Facebook page. That doesn't really apply for what I'm going to tell you about, so I thought instead we'd look at some of your competition. So I just did a quick Google search for door refinishing Fort Worth. And what came up first is what we call the map pack. That's this map right here. There's always three businesses on it. Sometimes there's a little bit more depending on ads, but you definitely want to be in these top three because that combined with the organic listings, which is what's down below, is what's going to get you the majority of the traffic. So the top of the organic listings is actually Dallas Door Finishing, refinishing.com. And then the second one was westwoodrestorations.com. So I picked those two websites to actually compare you against. And I believe you actually might be a franchise of this company. So this stuff that I'm telling you would apply to their page as well if you want to share it with them. That's totally cool. Okay, so when I look at this page, they've got some great pictures of their work. People love seeing those actual pictures. Um, but there's not a ton of content. There's not a lot of words. In fact, when I plug them into a word counter, I actually found that they're at 690 words on that page, which again falls below that kind of premium threshold that Google's looking for. Now, one of the factors that plays into ranking up here has to do with your Google business pages. Um, so to get in these top three, you need to, one, have a Google business page correctly and completely filled out, like filled out as much as possible. And then you also want to make sure that you have your name, address, and phone number listed in as many relevant directories on the web as possible. Now, these directories can be things like Yelp, it could be Yellow Pages, but the more times you have that done, like more times your name, address, and phone number appears in them, the more power it gives to your profile. And each place you do that is actually considered a citation. So the idea is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet, and the larger that online presence is, the more Google trusts you. So this is the map pack, and then below this is the organics. And all organic really means in this instance is not paid. So we want you to be in these top three as well as the top three map pack. And if you can get both of those things going, you will see a 30% increase in traffic to your website. Now, when I was looking at this website, I also like to examine things through kind of a tool that I use called Ahrefs. This lets me compare websites regardless of anything, industry, keywords, whatever, and it gives me some real good insights. So I can tell, for example, that these guys are being found for 235 keywords, and that's generating them about 283 unique visitors per month. And if we drill down and look at what those keywords are, we can see things like Dallas door refinishing. That seems to be a really good buyer intent kind of keyword. Like somebody doing that is probably looking for their door to be refinished. Well, that term is being searched 150 times per month. And they are in the #1 spot for that. So for just that term alone, they're getting 56 hits on their website. So you can see the impact in correctly kind of getting the right keywords on your page and being found for those. This is at Westward Restorations, and for them, I can see that they're being found for 63 keywords. And then that's generating them about 5 unique visitors per month. So really making sure that you are appropriately targeting. And you'll notice on this, there's really not any keywords. Like there's a lot less content on this than even in the the Dallas Fort Worth door refinishing. So the last aspect that Google looks for is something that we call backlinks. All a backlink is anywhere you find one website linking back to another via clickable or hyperlinks text. Now, these links act like an endorsement of your website from others, which Google uses again to build trust in your business by seeing these other businesses vouch for you. Basically, it's like a popularity contest where the person with the most wins. However, not all links are created equal. So it's worth making sure that you are getting ones that are relevant to your industry and also, and by the way, local websites work best. If you get the wrong kind, like spammy kind, Google can penalize you. So you want to make sure that that it's definitely relevant and not spammy. So once your content, backlinks, and citations all come together, you will begin ranking higher and higher, and more customers will find you. So that's kind of the summary. If you find yourself wanting more or you want to continue kind of scaling and you want to talk a little bit more, feel free to reach out. I can help you with some more information. We can talk about kind of what your goals are for your business. And I can do some research. Melissa and I can do some research to find out exactly what would be a realistic for your business and what it might take to reach those goals. Again, my name is Lori. I'm with Soul Sisters Digital Design. My door is always open. Thanks so much for watching. Would love some feedback. And the number is 352-235-9803. You have a wonderful day.